Okay, so we've covered maybe some elements, right? But maybe we don't have a very specific element we want. Maybe we want random things read. Maybe we want certain articles read, or certain pieces read, or certain structures of our website read, right? We can't just select just old anything. We could do, all H1s, all H2s, all this other stuff. But instead, let's do something called classes. So let's go back to our H1, okay? We're going to do class equals quotation marks text blue. This is just an example, okay? So now let's see what happens when we do text blue, color blue. So now everything we did right, let's see, you would think, there we go. So it looks like maybe with CSS that maybe it's either the order or it's the class. So let's go ahead and cut this above and paste just to see what happens. Hit refresh. Oh no, look at that. It still stays blue. Okay. Well, let's do it this way. I just happen to like that way better. So let's take a look at this then. Okay, so the H1 is red, but then we assign it a thing called a class, and we described it as text blue. In our style, we then put a dot, and then we put whatever the thing in quotation marks is right here. And then we repeated the same thing. So now it looks like we can do all sorts of different things. So maybe we don't want H1 to have any styling anymore. We only want it when the classes are text blue. So now if we refresh this, it's back to black. But this one's still blue because it's following a class. Now, the idea of a class is that you can have more than one thing as a class. Think of it like when you're looking at like the animal kingdom, you have like dogs and cats and all this other stuff, and there's different classes in them, but everything underneath that class kind of has some similarities. Well, they're going to have some similarities based off of whatever is in here. And that's what we're going to see. So let's go ahead and let's do like a text green. And let's do color green, and this is going to give us the default CSS color green. And let's go ahead and do that for this paragraph. Class text green. And now if we refresh, scroll down, let's see, there it is. We got an entire paragraph now that's green. So this gives you kind of an idea of how classes work and how in CSS as well as in HTML. If you look at someone else's HTML on a website, you're probably going to see several classes because you can have lots of different things be different types of stuff. So like this is what I'm talking about when like we can determine the car's color and where the headlights are located and where they are in relationship to everything else. Are they narrow headlights? Are they far headlights? This is it. This is the visuals in the outside of all the stuff that we can get on a website. So I think the only other thing that I may not have clarified was that there's no dots on an H2. And the reason why is because that's an element tag, where we have to tell CSS whether it's an element or not. If we don't have this on here, it's going to think that it's some kind of element, and it may not work properly. So see, now it's not. Now it's black, and it's not showing up because it's not looking for a class. A dot in the CSS structure is considered to be looking for a class, and so that's why we do it that way.